Hello, it is Sunday morning and I am in the office, and I thought I'd use the time and show you a HUF house and do a little walk around. So this is our UK show house. It has been here since 2015. It's in Weybridge. We are right next to the River Wey, hence the house being on stilts, which you can see down here. So the garden music is a little loud, but here you see that we are in a flood zone. The river is actually quite high and fast at the moment. And this is an Art 6 HUF house, and I love it dearly, I must admit. So the entrance is here on this side. Here we've got, unfortunately, the necessary precautions, as one does nowadays. And we're walking inside. We have a large entrance hall with a staircase going upstairs. The wood on the floor is an oak floor, a brushed oak. And here we've got an office when you come in on the left. So this is normally where my colleague Amy, for example, sits. And then on the other side opposite, we've got a little conference room where one can close this glass door. Here on the wall, some images of houses that are currently in planning, for example, so that when people visit, they get an idea of what one can do. Again, out here, the river. And one can see it is pretty fast at the moment. Here, a little map with all the HUF houses in the UK. We've got about 280 now all over the country. Bit of a concentration down here in the southeast. The red ones are our current building sites. The green ones are the existing ones from about 1996 to today. Not necessarily the most romantic part of the house, but here are the WC. Right. And then over here, slightly hidden Narnia door in the furniture with the plant and utility room, all the technology, all the heating system, the brains of the house in here. So the smart home technology, there's a ventilation and cooling system, photovoltaic, heat pump, all the water storage for underfloor heating, for showers, solar connection, all in this room. This would normally be also where you have washing machine and dryer. So closing the furniture again. Then over here we've got a beautiful piece of furniture from B&B Italia, quite strangely called Big Mama with child, and considering it's got an umbilical cord, it is rather fitting, I'd say. Very popular chair with kids to climb on, including my own. Over here, the kitchen. Kitchen, very open plan. I am yet to clear away the cups of coffee that my clients had. The kitchen is also done by HUF House. Here you've got, for example, a built-in coffee machine. There's a Jura coffee machine behind that, but behind Gaggenau appliances, you've got an oven and a steam oven. Wine fridge, obviously essential. Over here, then, two fridges, rather spacious, as one does. And then you've got two sinks, a big induction hob, and things like, obviously, dishwasher. Kitchen's fully bespoke, you can have whatever you want, but this is a rather nice example. And of course, plenty of storage. This one is slightly squeaky, I need to sort that out. But nice bit of cupboard space, yeah, that disappears when you close that. Very open again, the dining area over here with double height, with a roof glazing on top. And next to the dining area, the outdoor dining area or outdoor sitting space, a covered patio, at the moment a bit sparse because we're in the middle of winter, but when you open this very large sliding door, you also see this beautifully covered space that makes it usable all year round. Also you hear the sound insulation. This is quite a busy road here next to us, but in the house you don't hear anything when it's closed. And again, you can sit here all year long, maybe with a heater as well, and enjoy the outdoors. That leads me then to the living room. We've got another sitting arrangement here. Remember, this is a show house, so we do have these conversation islands where we can sit down with people and talk about how beautiful our houses are. And then over here, the open plan lounge living area with, in this case, a gas burner or gas fireplace, which is actually quite radiating, so it's quite warm here, which is nice. And in this case also B&B Italia furniture, sofas. What one doesn't quite see is that all the glass panels here have got electric blinds, so I can of course quite easily shut that down. I'll show that in a moment. But if you wanted this nice and cozy in the evening, you can just do that with a press of a button. Then on the walls, you see, of course, all the smart home technology. So in this case, I can, of course, go, for example, and do cameras, or I can do the music, the lights, blinds, and so on. I can do that also per room. So over here, you see for example, just the control for kitchen, for weather station. So when I can tell the house to react to the weather, I'll do that with these screens. Here's a beautiful project, for example, that we are currently doing on the Isle of Mull in Scotland. Nice, not to have any neighbors. Straight staircase to the upstairs. The upstairs quite open in the center, very lit because you've got these large roof glazings above you, all of them of course with electric blinds. So when the house senses it gets too warm, it will close these blinds. Then this house is divided in the middle. Basically you've got a master suite to the right, and then you've got guest and kids suite to the left, connected by this library, and then a sitting area in the far end to enjoy your books. So this is a guest room, very large, big double bed, also with access to a balcony. Remember, you've got blinds everywhere. So looking at this, if I press this button, you see the blinds now all coming down. So I can quite easily make this house dark. I can also stop these and change the angle. Quite easily done. This room has got a walk-in wardrobe, as one does for a guest room. So this is all built-in furniture from HUF HAUS. And then next to that, an ensuite shower room. I mean, this is very glazed for an ensuite, but these houses tend to stand on fairly large, inobtrusive or non-overlooked plots. And also, of course, you've got blinds everywhere. So when this isn't necessarily used as a bathroom, it's quite nice to have light in there. One of the many showers to choose from, toilets, different sinks. And that is the guest room. I've got LED lights up here, so I could change the color to any color I want. Same here, you see that over the dining room, you see those LEDs. So that adds a nice little background touch. Big chandelier. The roof glazings, as I said, also have got blinds. These are these sort of cages on the outside. Then walking through the center bit here, see that nice sitting area, another breakout space for us to chill. And that leads then into this guest room, this kids room actually. Here we wanted to show that one can use this as a multi-purpose room. So this is basically my office actually. And then there is space to also put a bed up there. So kids love that, of course. You could have any kind of staircase going up there, but we can make use of this height up there for a little hide and seek space. You know, a bit of kiddies furniture. Again, the access to the balconies. And here the same setup. I've got a dressing room and then in this case a yellow shower room. All the rooms have got underfloor heating. Each room is controlled individually. In this case we've got that we've got an added on ventilation system, so to constantly supply fresh air in the house, where one can chill the air, where one can warm the air, can filter it, humidify it. You know, if you've got hay fever or pollen filters, then we can adjust the ventilation system to that, which means especially in winter, we don't have to open windows and suddenly you've got palm trees growing outside your house just because you're heating Surrey. You know? This then is the master suite with a built-in TV, as one does, and a big master bed on the left here. The furniture is also done by HUF HAUS, so the bed, the headboard, and the big dressing area. Dressing area in this case very open. I personally would maybe have it a little more enclosed in case you get up in different times of the day, but this of course creates this kind of cathedral space in your master suite, and I'd like to think this is a bit of a luxury hotel suite. You know. All HUF HAUS furniture here. You've got your dressing table and then lots of wardrobe space and this island with little departments for watches, for ties, and they're like. Into the big master ensuite, big walk-in shower here on the right, towel rail heater, and then you have several options to get wet. I don't think you'll manage to keep dry in here. And then over here, a freestanding big bathtub and a double sink. All the height, of course, and behind here, slightly hidden, the throne, so nice and private. And I mean, this is a huge space for an ensuite. And when you're in the bathtub, you can also wave to the people here on the towpath opposite, which is a nice little touch. All the doors turn and tilt, so quite European. We can tilt the doors and the doors open to the inside. I wish my doors my windows here in my English house would do that for cleaning. In England, every door typically opens to the outside. But that lets me go onto the balcony. There's little duck sounds over there. And you see on the balconies how much you are covered. You can sit or stand here even when it's raining. Nothing really affects you. And that also keeps, for example, the windows nice and clean because the sun doesn't really touch the glass at all. And that is pretty much our show house, 428 square meters. Whoever deals in old money, 4,600 square feet. It is one of the biggest HUF show houses, but our houses in England tend to be quite large. And that's why we went for quite a big show house. And there's my family has just arrived. So that was just a little look into our show house and where I work. And I hope you like it. Goodbye.